Ya, ahora sí. Algo se rompió por ahí. All right. So, this is a new topic we are going to cover during this lesson. It's called present simple passive voice. I know it may sound long and strange, but if you see present simple, what was the present simple? What is the present simple? Who can tell me what is the present simple? Anyone? What is the present simple? This is the easiest. What is the present simple? You who can tell me a one sentence with present simple? A simple sentence.
I am in
Any
the grammar class.
nice. That's present simple. I am, you are, he, she, it is. They are, you are, we are. That's a present simple, okay? 1 second, someone is trying to enter. That's a present simple, right? Remember, that's the present simple and with the verb to be. I am, you are, he is, all right? So what is the passive voice? The passive voice is the same as the one in Spanish. Like the example I gave at the beginning, like María lava la ropa. La ropa es lavada por María. In English would be Mary washes the clothes. The clothes are washed with ed, washed by Mary. Okay, you see, it's the same but twisted. Okay, so M is R plus past participle. You have to remember the use of the past participle. Remember that sometimes the past participle changes completely in irregular verbs or is the same as the past simple, the verb in ed, like walk. I walk, I walked yesterday, walk with ed, right? So that's the case for verbs, for regular verbs. Irregular verbs, they change completely in the past participle, or sometimes they stay the same, like cut. The past participle of cut is cut, the same. But in other verbs, like rise, remember we had an exercise with a sentence that says, the sun has risen again, it's time to go home. The past participle of rise is risen, R-I-S-E-N. So you have to memorize those verbs because that's the way, that's the only way. All right, here we have one example. This sentence, I know it's a little bit girly and childish, but okay. This example, the first sentence, that is the present simple. You see, Peter Pan invites Wendy to Neverland. All right, nothing, nothing to be scared about because this is a present simple sentence. It doesn't change. I mean, it changes because we are talking about the third person, right? Peter Pan is he. That's why it's invites. Who can change this sentence to passive voice? Who wants to try?
Wendy was invited by Peter Pan to Neverland.
Good try. That's the passive voice in past, but in present it's like this. Remember, if it is called present simple passive voice. So Wendy is invited. You see, what's the structure? First is the subject, that is Wendy. What would be the verb to be that goes with Wendy? Is, right? Is. It is the verb to be that goes with Wendy. Invited, you change the main verb to past participle. In this case, invite is a verb, a regular verb. So that's why it's just invited with ed to Neverland by Peter Pan. Okay, let's try something else. The secretary answers the phone calls. Who wants to try?
Me, teacher.
Yep.
The phone calls are answered by the secretary.
Hmm. Phone calls are answered by the secretary, right? So the same. So phone calls, it is in plural. So that's why you use are. Remember, you have to be careful when changing the orders of the words and the subjects. So here the subject is first phone calls. Phone calls is plural. That's why you use are. And then answered. Answer is the past participle of answer. And then by the secretary. Okay. This one.
Me, teacher.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh, the lipstick is applied by she.
Or by her. Okay. Lipstick is applied. That's what you need. So remember, apply is a regular verb. So in order to make it irregular, you have to use ed. Okay. Applied. Let's go to another example. Thomas feeds
Teacher,
the
una
hen.
pregunta.
Ajá. Dígamelo en español
En
nomás. Tranquilo.
el anterior,
Ujú.
ese que solo decía lipstick is applied. Eh, también sería correcto que le pongamos by she.
Sí, sí, no hay problema. De hecho, sería by her, porque estás hablando indirectamente. El lápiz del labio es aplicado por ella, ¿ok? Es como cuando tú hablas en español y dices, en vez de a mí, dices a yo, suena mal, ¿no? Está mal. Aquí debería ser her. Ellos no pusieron by her para no confundirles porque después van a decir, ¿por qué no es she? Lo correcto sería her. Pero si tú pones by her o by she, yo te voy a entender y está bien. Lo importante aquí en estas oraciones es que ustedes cambien el verbo principal, en este caso es apply, a verbo en pasado participio y pongan el verbo to be. Si ven que aquí está el verbo to be, is, lipstick is. Lipstick es una cosa, por eso es is. Y applied es el pasado participio de apply. ¿Ok?
Ah, ya, teacher. Gracias.
Vamos con esta. Ok, this one,
Teacher,
it's a little bit tricky. Feed, it is an irregular verb. So how can you change it?
The hens are fed by Thomas.
Nice. Hens are fed by Thomas. Remember, it doesn't exist feeded or wherever. That's not correct. So remember this verb, please. Remember this verb because I believe one of the sentences in Friday's exercise has this verb. Please. The past participle of feed is fed, F-E-D, okay? And here we use are because we're talking about hens, many hens, gallinas, muchas gallinas, okay? Carol garnishes the cake.
The cake is garnished by Carol.
Nice, very good. Yes, garnish is a regular verb. So the cake is garnished by Carol, whatever. This one, Polly hands the jeans. This one is an irregular verb. So how can you change it? What is the past participle of hang? So how can you change this sentence to passive voice? Present simple passive. How can you
It's
change
hung.
it?
I don't know if the verb is hung with you with
With you. Yes, hung. So how can you change it?
the jeans are hung by Polly.
Nice. The jeans are hung by Polly. Los jeans son colgados por Polly. Okay, that's the past participle. Now, this is the last one, I think. Jerry kicks Tom.
Tom are kids by Yuri.
Why are? Is kicked.
It's
Kicked
Tommy's
like
kicked
this. Okay,
by
Tom is kicked. by Jerry. Okay, so that's the way to form the passive voice using this structure. ¿Eso qué es? ¿Qué están? Ah, lo que está compartiendo, creo que José, o Sebastián, perdón, es el adjunto que estábamos usando ahorita, ¿sí? Si no lo encuentran, ese es el enlace para descargarlo, ¿ok? Bueno, ahora sí, vamos por favor al Student Book, en la página, déjenme ver, 109, si no me equivoco. Déjenme ver un ratito. Sí. Please go to Student Book page 109. Let me know when you're there. Okay, it says, look at this sentence, and we are going to complete number 1, okay? This one. And then we are going to go to grammar reference to practice. It says, to make the passive, we use the verb. What verb? This one. What verb is this? Is. What verb is that? I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, they are, we are. What verb is that?
Verb to be.
Yes. So, number 1, it says, to make the passive, we use the verb to be. So here you have to write to be. And the
Past participle.
past participle of the main verb. That's correct. Yes. Right. So now let's go to page 165 to see the rule and to practice. 165. Okay. So 165 of the student book, it says, we use the passive to talk about what happens to something or someone. So here we have an example. Cereal is often covered in sugar or chocolate. Another example is packets of cereals are sold all over the world. Okay, here it says we often don't know or we are not interested in who or what does the action. Okay, don't pay attention to that because you will get confused. But here we're going to practice. The main thing is that you know that the passive voice is formed with the verb to be plus the past participle. Okay, so you have to identify which is the subject. Once you know the subject, you have to decide if that subject goes with is or are. If it is singular, it goes with is. If it is plural, it will go with are. Okay, so now take a look at these examples. It says practice. Choose the correct words to complete the sentence. So you have two options there. For example, the first one, it says bread should be is or are. Is.
Is.
Very good. So circle or underline this option. Is sold in that shop. Se vende pan en esa tienda. Alguien se está conectando. Espérenme. No. Never mind. Okay. Number 2, it says we, which is the correct one? Again.
Are given.
Are
We
given.
are given. Okay. Remember this verb. The verb give, it is an irregular verb. So the past participle of give is given. You have to remember that because this is a very common verb and is used in many sentences. So we are given a lot of homework on Fridays. Okay. So number 2 is are given. Number 3, my bag.
Isn't made.
Okay. Why? Because bag is a thing. So bag is singular. Okay. Okay. 165. He said, okay, my bag isn't made of leather. Okay.
Profe,
Number four.
Teacher, yo me voy a conectar por mi computadora.
No hay problema. Ya le acepto.
profe,
¿Sí?
¿cómo se dice? ¿Puedo? ¿Qué? Esto hay que enviarle.
No. Tienen que incluirlo en su portafolio, pero no me tienen que enviar nada. Okay. That's number 3. Isn't made. Number 4. The World Cup
Is watched.
What?
is watch because that's a thing, that's an event, is watch. Number 5.
I'm
I
not.
am not paid.
I am not paid. Yes. Because the verb to be that goes with I is am. I am not paid. Okay.
Teacher, yes, I do.
Okay. So number 6 is my friends
Aren't
Aren't
invited.
invited.
are invited. Okay. So you see, it's not that hard. You have to identify what is the subject, and then you can decide which verbs is the best. Okay. Now, on your own, by yourselves, you're going to complete exercise number 2, and then we will check the answers. So here, you have to complete the sentences with the present passive form of the verbs in brackets. So you remember how to do it. You have to use the verb to be and then the verb in past participle. So for this, you have 5 minutes. Complete it on your own in silence, 5 minutes.
Teacher, ¿qué página?
Page 165, student book. Exercise number 2.
Teacher, can you show me the number 1 and 2?
Yes. 1 second.
Thank you, teacher.
Mhm.
Teacher, in present simple passive, we use the past participle. It is, or it is other.
First, you have to use the verb to be, like you're seeing here. And then the next verb is the past participle of the verb.
Okay.
Mhm.
Teacher,
Yes?
we have to answer the number 2 and 3 or only the number 2?
Let me see number 3. Oh, you can answer number 3 too. Yes. So number 2 and 3, please. And then we will take all of them. Number 2 and 3, please.
Teacher, one question.
Mm-hmm.
In the number three, in the sentences number three, it is the food. The food is singular.
They don't cook the food in our school. The food is singular, yes. So that
Yes.
would be the food isn't
It's
cooked in our school. Ujú. Ahí recuerden que miren, si está en negativo como en esa, ¿cuál es el negativo del verbo to be en singulares? Isn't, ¿no? Entonces, ahí va isn't. Y en la número 5, si ven que es they don't, ¿cuál es el negativo del verbo to be en plural? Are not o aren't, ¿no? Entonces eso deben tomar en cuenta al momento de escribir.
I finished, teacher.
Both 2 and 3?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Let's wait a little bit longer for everybody to finish, and then we will check the answers. Okay, let's check the answers. So, who wants to read the first sentence from exercise number 2? With the correct answer, of course.
Me, teacher.
Okay.
My best friend is called by John. It's short for Jonathan.
Right. You don't need the by after that because that would be mi mejor amigo es llamado por John, es la abreviación de Jonathan. Entonces no necesitas el by. A veces sí, pero aquí no, no es necesario. Solo tienes que poner aquí is cold, nada más. Con is cold está bien, ¿ok? The number 1 is cold. C-A-L-L-E-D, cold. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2.
Me, teacher.
Yep.
Thousands of films are downloaded every day.
All right. Thousands of films are downloaded. Okay, with ed, right? Downloaded, because download is regular verb. Okay. Thank you. So let's go to the next part, the next sentence, number three.
Me, teacher.
Yep.
Walking boots aren't needed for the school trip.
Nice. Very good. Walking boots are added needed or are not needed with ed for the school trip. Nice. Number four, please.
Me, teacher.
Yep.
I given money for my birthday by my parents.
What is the verb to be you use there?
Give, given.
What what is the verb to be?
Oh, I am given money for my birthday by my parents.
Remember, whenever you are completing these sentences with present simple passive, you must use the verb to be. There's no other way. So in this one, you have to put am, am. I am given. Because if you just say given, I given, if you translate that into Spanish, it doesn't make sense. Yo dado dinero para mi cumpleaños. Doesn't make sense. In, on the other hand, if you put I am given, a mí me dan dinero por mi cumpleaños, okay? O mis padres me dan dinero a mí por mi cumpleaños. Right? That's number four. I am given. Number five.
Teacher.
Me,
Mhm.
teacher.
Yep.
I in my school uniforms aren't worn.
Yes, aren't worn. How do you spell worn? Can you spell it?
W
¿Puedes
O
deletrearlo? Mhm. WORN, right? WORN. Worn. Remember, that is irregular verb, okay? You have to be very careful with those. Number six, cakes.
Me, teacher.
Yes,
Cakes are baked in the oven.
nice. Cakes are baked with ed, baked in the oven. Nice, very good. Okay, let's go to the following exercise. Exercise number three. Rewrite the sentences in the present passive. We already know the number zero is someone cleans our classrooms every day. So the passive voice to that would be our classrooms is clean every day. Okay. Now, number one, people
Me,
speak
teacher.
English all over
Me,
the world. Yes.
me teacher. English is spoken by all over the world.
Remember, you don't need the by, but English is spoken all over the world. Okay. You don't need the by.
Teacher,
Get rid of the by. Mhm.
it could be by people all over the world.
Podría ser, sí, sí. It could be by people all over. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, why not? But you don't need it. If they don't ask you to put by, you don't need it. Okay, but in this case, what we are looking for with this exercise is that you know that you have to use the verb to be and the past participle of the verb. Okay, so if you put English is spoken all over the world, that's fine. Very good. So the key is that you use is and spoken as the verb in past participle. Right, let's go to the next one.
Me teacher.
Genesis. And then Leah.
The
First
computer
Genesis and then Leah.
the computers
Mhm.
in classroom aren't used.
Very good. The computers in our classroom are in use. That's number two. Now, Leah, number three.
The food aren't cooked in our school.
It isn't.
Isn't. Yes, Leah, because the food is one thing. Okay. If it's it would say like the dishes or something like that, then you will say aren't cooked. Like the dishes aren't cooked or aren't prepared in our school. But in this case, since the food is just one thing, la comida, you just say the food isn't cooked. with ed, right? Isn't cooked. A nice try. Thank you, Leah. Now, number 4. My friends send me a lot of messages.
Me, teacher.
Me, teacher.
Yep. Who sent me first?
A lot of messages are sent my friends.
In this case, you would need by. Why? Because a lot of messages are sent by my friends. Because if you say a lot of messages are sent my friends, muchos mensajes son enviados mis amigos. Te falta el por, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el por? By. A lot of messages are sent by my friends.
Teacher, it will be a lot of messages my friends send me.
No. The thing is that if you are using the present simple passive, you have to use are and sent, are sent by, sent by in this case, are sent by my friends. Okay?
Teacher,
Mhm.
it could be a lot of message are sent to me by my friends.
Yeah, a little bit longer, but yes, that's correct. Right, so number 4 is are sent with T by my friends. That's number 4. Number 5, they
Me,
don't.
teacher.
Me, teacher.
Yeah. Let's see who hasn't participated. Oh, you already participated, Genesis. Let's allow someone else. Arelis.
Okay. Bananas aren't grew in England.
Grown. G or G. Sorry, GROWN. Grown. What the heck was that? So here is aren't grown like this. Okay? Because grew is just the past, the simple past of grow. Okay? In this case, you must use grown. Okay? So bananas aren't grown in
Profe,
England.
una pregunta, ¿me
¿Ya?
puedes decir la 3, por favor?
Claro, déjeme ver. ¿La 3 de cuál? Del 3.
Ajá, de la que estamos haciendo ahorita, profe.
Sí, claro. Sería the food isn't cooked. Ed. Cooked. Déjame ponerte aquí como un comentario para que puedas ver. Entonces, isn't.
Gracias, profe.
Ahí está. Listo. Ok. Si ven que no es un tema tan difícil, pero déjenme terminar la grabación, sí, porque ya estamos terminando este tema.